Welcome to the Confidence Zone with your confidence coach, Susan Axelrod. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I am so happy to be here with my friend, my colleague, and my fellow influencer in the KS Media Group app, Meena Puri. Hi, Meena. How are you?
Hi, Susan. Thank you so much for having me here. Your one statement, excited me because I'm so excited to be part of KS Media Group.
I know, it's so fun. But first, let's do a full reveal
Yeah.
on how we just spent the first 5 minutes after 5 talking about webcam confidence. Now, Meena, I don't even know if you know that I actually had a podcast with Pam Sullivan of Revolution Virtual Services. She is my virtual producer, called Webcam Confidence for women in business. And so when you were talking about the lighting and this and that, and I'm like, oh yeah, we definitely need to talk about this. Why? Because if one doesn't feel confident about the way they look and the way they're presenting and the way they're showing up and the way they think they look, right?
Yeah.
Then you're pretty much screwed, right?
Very true. Very true.
Yeah, but you and I are here to have fun today. So it's less about how we look and so much more about what we
you know what I do is I do my best, because of I do what I do, I very quickly unattach. I have pictures or videos of me during COVID time. And I'm like, oh my God, a tiny part of me said, delete that. And I said, absolutely not. I'm not deleting that.
Well, let's get into it. First of all, I want to remind friends that I am interviewing on my lives in the Confidence Zone other influencers in the KS Media Group app. I have been friends with Cornelia Stephanie for a few years, although it feels like a lifetime. Yes. And I joined the KSMG, Cornelia Stephanie Media Group, to get her expert coaching in podcasting and media growth. And then in a minute, she was talking about, oh, I have an idea to create an app. And a minute later, she had the app and she invited me to invest in the app. And I'm like, yes, baby. Now, Meena, I'm so happy to have you on because I know that you also said, yes, first, I'm in, before you really knew what it was all
this
about.
was. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Tell me about that. Why? How did that come about? Why did you say yes?
I met with Cornelia, and our first meeting was really, we never talked about why we scheduled the meeting. We just started talking about God knows whatever was going on with me, like full blown out. So she said, okay, we need to schedule another meeting. And then on my second meeting, it was no brainer because it's less about the app, it's more about the vision that she held. And that vision is bigger than the app. App is just a way for us to get there. So it was no brainer because that is my vision. I want to be a co-creator. I want to help bring in our new earth. I want to bring in peace and love into the world. And I also knew that collectively we can go far. And we can go far in a very strong way. And I knew that this is the time for everyone with the same vision to join hands together. So when she said that's what she's doing, and it was no brainer for me. And I said, yeah, count me in.
Yeah, count me in. I said count me in also for the same reason, because of how I felt.
Yeah, exactly. How I felt. Yeah.
Because of how I felt. In my soul connection healing work, it comes down to how you feel.
How you feel.
Yeah. And so I'm really delighted when you and I connected up. I can't remember how. One of us called the other, and we're like, like we were old.
I know, we talked forever.
I know, that was so fun. And I think that we're connected in this idea of doing things in a new way, which is based on something that you said that was very important. When you heard this self-critical voice for a second of yourself, you unattached from it. So why don't you share with us, what is it that you do and how did you do that so quickly? How did you unattach from the self-critical voice?
So you know what, I've been in the practice of yoga, Vedic sciences for 35 years, right? I've taught classes of over 100 people all the time. I've been a public speaker. I have held stress management workshops for employees and engineers and seniors and children from all walks of life. And I have just learned that I am not here to impress. I'm here to express and share. So if someone is going to look at me rather than hear me, that's what this is for. So, and you know what, and the truth is, it's funny that you asked me that. We've been living in the shame and judgment-based culture. That's been the gift and the curse of the times that we grew up in. And we need to be done with that. I was teaching anger management, like expressing anger to my group. And they're like, oh, when I'm angry, I look very ugly. Because we have a concept of what's ugly, what's beautiful. It's just a concept, right? Because we're looking at the physical appearances, and unfortunately, we stay stuck there. So, and instead of thinking the expression it's beautiful to have somebody fully express what they're feeling, we're looking at how their eyes look, how their teeth stick out, or how, the rage they feel or whatever. But that's how I unattach. And I'm like, I'm not, I'm not a model. I'm here. I have a purpose. My purpose is to deliver a message. So yes, who does not like to look good? And I do take care of myself, but there's sometimes, you're on the camera. It's a very different picture of being in the camera as opposed to when you're in front of people. You're talking to a blank screen as opposed to talking in a context to an audience. So I just say my thing. I really don't worry about it because it was about what I said. It wasn't about how I looked.
Yeah. So is this something that you work with people on? Is this something?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. People come with, they are afraid of the judgment. They are, shame is in their body. And they spend their entire life managing shame. Every pursuit is about managing shame. So they're already pivoting from such a weak point instead of a strong point of being enough.
Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. I've got to really process some of this. First of all, I love what you said about I'm here to express, not to impress.
Impress. Exactly.
I'm here to express, not to impress.
Yeah.
And I love that. And then secondly, I love the idea how clear and sure you are on the message. People are just suffering in shame, around shame, about shame, from shame. Yes. And that your work is to help them, come out from under.
Exactly. To really break the shackles of the limiting definitions that we have bought into on what beauty is. On what, if you look at, on what we have bought into. We dare not show our gray. We dare not show our wrinkles. Hello, are we going to age or what's the deal here? Yeah. We dare not show any flaws on our skin. And then it becomes, especially in, it's become really clear how crippled we are. What's become clear in this kind of a screen age is we need to start realizing how crippled we have become by the definitions of what defines beauty. Because there's so many people who want to, it has become such a fear point. They don't cross over their threshold because they get stuck in the appearance. Right? Sure. Here's the thing, I go look at my appearance, I get on, but I'm not stuck by it. I'm like, right. I have something to say. I'm going to say it. Actually, I hardly go back to look at, what I look like or what I said. I move on because something else is getting downloaded. I move on.
Yeah.
So it's really becoming aware and breaking the shackles and creating your own standards and on your own norms of beauty.
Well, let me tell you, baby, I'm all about that because I go live every single day.
Good for you.
When you go live every single day, some days you got bad hair days, you've got bad makeup days.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm like what I teach webcam confidence. This is one of the areas of my confidence coaching. I teach webcam confidence.
Right.
And when you straighten up and open up and brighten up and bring on a smile and you exude energy from passion about your intuitive business, as I call it, then they're not looking at your grays or your
No, they're not. They're not.
They're feeling your energy that you share forth through this screen. So I'm definitely all about that. I just love that you're just hitting this straight on. Because this is something that many people won't talk about, but they'll suffer from, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of your no-nonsense person. I cut through the crap. I'm very efficient in my sessions with my clients because I can have them chasing all kinds of stuff for years with me. I'm like, no, we're not doing this. I mean, I'm catching on to what you're doing. I'm like, no, let's cut through the crap. Let's get to the nitty gritty. My job is to take them to the deep cause, and I can prep them. And I do a little prep and, mental concepts and all of that. But I'm like, we're going to go right through it because people are ready. The energy is high. They've been suffering long enough. Yeah. We don't want to keep on doing the song and the dance. I want to cut through the chase. I want to take them where the healing is. And they feel it. They experience it. Bingo. We got it.
Oh, I want to take them where the healing is. I want to take them where the healing is. I
exactly.
Love, love. Let's move our conversation to the app. There's something that I observe in you and you observe in me, and we have synergy around. And that is the exponential energy that is created when people like us come together. And that's what Cornelia has brought together in the app. So I want to ask you, once you got into your investment and over the, worries or like not knowing what is this, now that you really know what it is, give me your impressions, being in the app that you get to, friends, by going into your Play Store or anywhere you download apps and look for KS Media Group. Download it. Please go do that now while Meena and I are having this conversation. And then you can look for us as influencers in the app. Yeah. What about it now for you, Meena? How has it been working?
The truth is the cell phone is a permanent fixture. It's not going anywhere. So now if we want to be intelligent about it, is how can we use this tool in the most effective way? People we are in an info overload world, okay? And when you go to any social media, you can just be doing this. And you're like, oh my God, I just spent 15 minutes on this. I don't even like what I'm reading. It's just a human tendency, right? And then any social media, anywhere you go, or if you go to somebody's website, my website is very content rich. And I mean, you need time to explore through all of that because I write a lot. This is part of my work. And so the new person really doesn't know, even though I have a lot of links and everything, but there's all the information is still there. So for me, the app provided a streamlined way for me to direct my audience to specific, 3-4 places. Let's begin there. Right. And one of the amazing things, it's just not me. We're not going to enter this 5th dimension, new earth, people, without healing. Healing is becoming the mainstay. You know why? Because we've been suffering for years. We need to heal. So who's on the app? So many different ways to heal, so many different expertise, so many people who have really done the work to go within, and now they're here to share the experience with them. It's a culmination of so many people. It's a collective voice. Not everything is going to resonate with everybody. Right. A lot of the work I do, it may not resonate with many people. But some work, like, we have Nadine, the Calmer Self Method. We have so many coaches. They have their own twist and own take on on the healing. So somebody is going to resonate with that. Somebody's going to resonate with that. So what a beautiful place it is, especially when you Google healing. You know what? Call it overwhelmment. You're not going to get anywhere. Here we have handpicked. Cornelia has hand-selected these people. And you know what the truth is? She didn't even have to select. Once the stage was set, what happened? Like-minded people, only the like-minded people, only those people who had the same vision, only the people who were there to serve the public at large, serve the world at large, those are the only people showed up.
And to be clear, we're not all like each other.
No.
We are not all alike each
other. Absolutely. Right. We are unique. So unique. Right. So, and there are so many angles and ways to heal the mind, body, and soul. There's so many pathways.
Let me, and then we're going to have to go because this could go, we could do this forever. This is so fun, but let me shout out one of the ways that we lead. And that is that we see each other, we connect with each other, we support each other. So I'm going to, you mentioned Nadine Searle. I'm going to give a shout out to Nadine Searle, the Calmer Self. She's over the pond in the UK.
In the UK, yeah.
I participated in a session of hers.
Right.
A deep relaxation session. And OMG, it was amazing. And so when you put out an offer to our group and said, hey, I want to offer what I do freely, come join me for a 1-hour consultation. I'm like, I don't know if you know it yet, but I already signed up.
You signed up. Yes, you did. Exactly.
And when I put out my offer to anybody in the group to do my call to the powerful self, one of the best coaches I've ever met, Suzanne Taylor King, said yes to me. Not because I'm a better coach than she is, or she's a better coach.
No, it's just there's so much to a being. There's so much to a human being. There's so many different ways to heal. And it's all there. These are the choices that we have. And whatever resonates with you is perfect.
Yeah. And we are in synergy, interacting actively with each other. So when we say what we say, it's authentic. We're experiencing each other.
Absolutely. You know, in the healing world, it is not possible for me to do what I do without having experienced it. It's really, there's not a textbook on it. I'm sure you can find many. I'm writing the books. I'm writing many books, but it's experiential. Like I mentioned in one of our meetings, like I'm the lab. It comes through me. It's just amazing. It comes through me. Next day I'm teaching it. It comes through me. Next day I'm teaching it. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, because it's supposed to be like that. That's the universal support. We just forgot that this is a magical universe.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
It's what I call that the divine, what you just said. My language is the divine download.
Absolutely.
So I'm exactly the same. It comes through. I learn it. I do it. I learn it. I do it. When I'm in the intuitive space that is in healing or offering healing or in growing. That's what I say. Listen, we have to stop this. So usually my lives are so short, but this is what happened when we got on the phone. It was awesome. So look, Meena, usually when someone joins me, I say, so tell my friends, where can we find you? But now I say to my listeners, whether you're here with us in real time, in which case I say, hey, and thank you for joining us. Or if you're watching this by video, please type in #replay so we know you were here. You can find Meena in the KS Media app. You download the app, you put in your email, you sign up, and then you click on directories. And then right there, you're going to see influencers. And if you need Ayurvedic healing, Meena is the person you want to go to. Meena, thank you so much for joining
Susan, this was so fun. You're correct. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening.
We're going to have you back. We're going to go so deep.
I know. I know. We have a lot to say.
We do. All right. Thank you, friend.
Bye, everyone.
Take care. Bye-bye. And to my friends out there, remember, be fearless in pursuit.
Be fearless, be transparent. There's nobody stopping you. Woohoo! Go for it.
See you soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.